Hey, what's up you guys? This is your boy MattOhMTL, and today we're going to be reviewing the OffWhite Off-Court Low 3.0 sneakers. These shoes I actually bought by accident initially, and then managed to get a refund on the initial pair that I bought, and fell so in love with the silhouette and the sneakers that I decided to order a new pair on purpose. And how could I buy a pair of OffWhite shoes by accident, you might ask? Let me explain. And you might be asking yourself, this is just clickbait, how did he accidentally buy a pair of OffWhite sneakers by accident? Well, I actually bought the sneakers not knowing I was going to head to the checkout page. I went through the process on Mr.Porter.com. By the time I got to the last page, I thought it was going to give me a full review, and then would you like to complete your purchase or confirm your purchase, right? But unfortunately, it didn't do that. So first it just went through my item review, then it went through my information, then shipping, billing, and then when you complete that, I thought it was just gonna give me an overall, like, are you good with this order and this information? Is this all correct? Confirm order, yes, you're good to go. Because I live in Canada and I was placing an order on a US site, I thought it was gonna give me like the currency conversion, or it was gonna give me shipping that was different than the US, this, that, and the other. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. It just placed the order straight away, and bada bing, bada boom, within 3 to 5 days, I got a pair of my very first pair of OffWhite designer sneakers. These were the triple black low 3.0 off-court shoes as well. I wasn't so thrilled with the fact that they were all black, no extra laces, and that there was only really the 2 hits of orange to let you know that this was like an off-white sneaker. I really wanted to get the off-white diagonal arrows, and I really wanted to get a little bit more pop in the sneaker, as we're accustomed to with most of the Off-White and Nike collaborations. When I got the sneakers, I took a look at them, and it actually had a pretty big defect. Right up on the top where the orange label is on the tongue of the right sneaker, it had like a burn mark in it that actually had burned part of the pigment of the orange label onto the label underneath, which is the Off-White label saying that it's made in Italy, made with the best goods, etc., etc. So I ended up sending the sneakers back and finding a new pair of sneakers on Bergdorf Goodman, which is a part of the Neiman Marcus group of companies for retailers and designer goods. And it was actually a really great deal for a size 42. Now, I had originally ordered a size 43, but I wasn't sure if it was going to fit me or not. You spent a lot of money and there's not much you can do about it. You kind of accept the purchase. You have to convince yourself to accept it at a certain point. So I had accepted the purchase and then had to give the sneakers back because, you know, I couldn't really keep a sneaker with a defect. There's not much I can do afterwards if I wanted to resell it or anything. So I sent it back, and I fell so in love with the sneaker that I had to pick up another one. I got these. Let's take a detailed look at the sneakers that made me up my retail standard for purchasing sneakers and actually go back to buying probably the most expensive sneaker in my collection, the Off-White Low 3.0 off-court sneakers. Alright, so here we have it. This is your standard Off-White shoebox that you get if you order a sneaker directly from Off-White. So if you order their private label sneakers, you're going to get a sort of turquoise, aqua, light green style box. On the side, you're going to notice that it says SB, or shoebox. On the top, you're going to see that it says shoebox right here with your standard Off-White branding. And then over here, you're going to get your size and your price tag and all the information for the sneakers on this label right here. When we get to opening the box up, this is exactly what we see. So first, you have a plastic bag, which serves as a sort of dust bag. It's pretty cool. I don't realistically see myself ever using this, or I don't know many people that actually use their dust bags, but it's a nice little touch, and for the price that you pay, all the little extra babels that it comes with would be perfect to keep with the box. So when you're done with the plastic bag, you're left with some nice little white wrapping paper here. I'm gonna open this up. Boom! I gotta say, and I took a look to make sure that these guys fit and that they were perfect and everything before I did the review video, full disclosure. But every single time I look at these sneakers, I honestly think that they're now my most favorite sneaker in my collection. Probably because it has to do with price, probably because it has to do with hype, but the colorway on these sneakers and the design are just... I think this is a beautiful shoe, and I'll tell you exactly why. First off, it's white and red colorway. You guys cannot go wrong with a white and red sneaker. I would have liked a little bit more red if possible on this sneaker, but I do love the color blocking. This is one of my favorite color combinations of all time. They really just knocked it out of the park with this. So let's put this guy down because I want to grab the one with the hang tag on him. And here it is. And inside the box, there's no extra laces. You do get this little card right here from OffWhite, and it says, "Dear customer, please note that the orange label stitched on this style is meant to have a frayed look. Therefore, any loss of threads on the shoe that might occur should not be seen as a defect. Thank you for purchasing." Basically, OffWhite doesn't want people returning their sneakers because the orange tags are a little bit frayed, and that's fine. These orange tags, looking as they do, sort of unfinished and like sample-like, is what gives them that designer quality that I found so appealing to actually make me pull the trigger on this. So now, let's take a look at what exactly we see on the OffWhite Off-Court Low 3.0 sneaker. Firstly, between the two sneakers, there's not much of a difference except the red hang tag that you get, which is standard with all OffWhite sneakers, on the right sneaker. This is the only difference between the two, and the fact that the orange labels on both say slightly different things. On the left sneaker, you have a signature line panel, and then on the bottom, you have a barcode. Whereas on the right sneaker, you have a label that says external owner's label, and on the bottom, it has the standard OffWhite branding, where it says OffWhite creator owner Virgil Abloh, defining the gray area between black and white as the color OffWhite. So the standard sort of text that accompanies all OffWhite branded products. In terms of the anatomy of the sneaker, we're going to start with the top and move our way to the bottom, the toe box. On the ankle, you notice a sort of raised fabric cuff. It's pretty sturdy and seems to hold shape depending on how you pinch it, place it, and move it. Right below the cuff, you have a nylon padded piece that runs right across the ankle. A little bit below that, you have some tumbled leather. Apparently this is all made in Italy, so I'm assuming Italian tumbled leather. Below that, you have a nice little suede patch right here. And below that, again, some more tumbled leather with the 3.0 in quotation marks and Helvetica font branding, which is standard with a lot of OffWhite products. Beginning with the lateral side of the sneaker, we have our OffWhite text with the trademark branding right here on top of a red canvas exterior, complete with red stitching along this leather lace holder little section that attaches to the rest of the tumbled leather across the front of the sneaker. As soon as we get to the toe box, you can notice the orange tab that we also have up on the top of the tongue on the sneaker. Following around now to the medial side of the shoe, you have the same detailing, except instead of the little leather part that you have here to also contribute to holding the laces, you have the OffWhite diagonal arrows. The diagonal arrow X is actually made in a very soft suede, similar to the one that you'll find on the heel on the back. This is one of the things that also drew me to the shoe the most. I would say the few details on this sneaker that really led me to pull the trigger are the diagonal arrows, which I'm a big fan of, and a lot of people recognize as OffWhite branding. The second thing would be these two orange sample tags. I think that they're a really cool idea, and I haven't seen many sneakers with sample tags as part of their design, so that's very interesting. And the last piece was, of course, this OffWhite hang tag that everyone has become so accustomed to seeing on all OffWhite and Nike collab sneakers. We can clearly see the inspiration behind Virgil's look in the 10 for the OffWhite Air Jordan 1s, because we have this loose piece right by the ankle for the laces on both sides. As we move inside the shoe, you can feel this tongue has a nice sort of memory foam / padding. I believe this might be the same sort of padding that Virgil used in the 10, but we see it very, very clearly and very prominently in the Prestos as well as the Air Maxes. So we have some paper, and we get our shoelaces. On the shoelaces, we have the standard OffWhite shoelaces branding, of course not to be confused with any old laces. These are the OffWhite laces where shoelaces is written in this sort of Helvetica font along the shoelace. And as we take a look at the insole, you can clearly see the OffWhite diagonal arrows X, as well as made in Italy and the sizing of the sneaker right here on the inside against the leather interior. So that's basically it. This purchase caps off my 2018 and tapers my 2019 just a little bit in terms of when it comes to buying sneakers. I'm going to be slowing down on buying hype and sneakers and clothing and all that this year because I'd spent a little bit too much on it last year, and I'm going to be focusing on experiences and saving for bigger purchases down the road. And now I'm going to give you guys a quick look at what these things look like on feet. Alright you guys, that's it. This has been your boy MattOhMTL. I hope you guys enjoyed the sneaker review of the OffWhite Low 3.0 off-court sneakers. I absolutely love these shoes. I adore them. They're going to be keeping a special place in my collection. Like I said, it's one of the biggest cops I've made so far of 2019, and I'm probably going to limit myself to this being one of the more expensive sneakers that I own this year, let alone at all in my collection. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think that these Off-White private label sneakers are actually cooler or nicer than the Nike collab Off-White sneakers. Personally, I think Nike and Off-White have been oversaturating the 10 collection, and I'm excited to see what they're going to come up with. Do they take a little bit of a break from the 10, possibly later this year or in the future? So with that said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It means a lot to me and it helps me keep making new YouTube videos for you guys. So remember, wear your kicks, take care of them. Have a great day, you guys. Peace.